All right, the holiday's over, and a lot of us are going to be taking down our Christmas trees this week, and there's a good place to toss those trees, the real ones. So Dave, the garden guy, he's got a tree right there in the back of his truck. Dave, how was your New Year's?
My New Year was fantastic. How was yours, Scotty?
It was great. Thank you for asking.
I guess, okay. Hey, listen, we're at Tierrascape today. Take a look at this operation. It is one of the largest operations I've ever seen in the city of Phoenix. They create this organic material that we use so often in organic type landscapes. In fact, they're just dumping a tree right over here, or a bunch of trees. You can see them right there. All these trees are eventually going to be composted and basically utilized in a lot of landscapes throughout Glendale, Peoria, and a lot of other cities out west. I'm with Isidro. Isidro, you've got a bunch of locations you're collecting trees at right now with the city of Glendale. How do they find out where to go?
They can go to visit our website in the city of Glendale. They are currently at Acoma Park, Fire Station number 156, Glendale Heroes Regional Park, Foothills Park, Saguaro Park, O'Neill Park, and Rose Lane Park.
There you go. And you're collecting these trees. You can see right here, they've got a bunch of them coming out of the bucket right now. They're pushing them all out. And I'll tell you what, the guy that creates the magic with these trees is Simon here. And Simon, you're with Tierrascape. And Tierrascape has got a huge operation. How big is your operation here?
80 acres operation.
80 acres operation. And you can see what you've got here. You've got all this debris. You've got an actual machine back there. And that is, what do we call that?
Compost operation facility.
Okay. But what about the machine itself that does the grindings?
Oh, horizontal grinder.
Horizontal grinder. So you're going to take all this, grind it all up. You can see the piles right back there. And that is what really creates magic, isn't it?
Well, you have to process it. In order to have a great compost, there are two elements, air and water. Once you grind it, moisturize it, check temperatures 120 degrees. The maximum is 140 to create the bacteria, organic bacteria. Once the bacteria is done and fermentate the product, that create the compost. That compost can be diverted into the man of soils.
And you can see it right here. There it is right there. If you noticed earlier, it was actually smoking a little bit. And that smoke or that steam that's coming off that compost is all that microbial activity. Now, why do we want to utilize something like this in our landscape? One of the reasons you want to do it is you want to go ahead and utilize around all your plant material. Not only are you going to reduce the amount of moisture you're going to need around the plant material, but you're going to go ahead and fertilize all at the same time. In fact, Arnold, you can see this is what it looks like. It goes through that grinder right over there. You can see all the chips that they've got here. And then, of course, that compost goes in or creates compost, and that compost is what we utilize for weed control, moisture, basically reducing the amount of moisture that we need, and, of course, our fertilizing needs. And you can see it right now. It's steaming right now. They're bringing it out over. I'm going to back up here. They've got quite a bit of it going on. And like I said earlier, it also reduces the amount of moisture by up to 50%. The last but not least, what it does, it actually reduces the amount of weed growth that we have in around our landscapes. In fact, they've proven that compost reduces weed growth by almost up to 80% in a lot of cases. And so it works out fantastic. They're replacing compost with a lot of our different types of gravel. You can see it right in here. This is a fantastic problem. In fact, it's pretty warm. I'm going to just sit right here. You know what? You could almost just go ahead and cook a turkey right in here next Thanksgiving. Scotty, you know what? I think I'm going to just hang out right here. This is actually pretty hot. I heard it gets up to 160 degrees. It's starting to get a little bit hot on me, but it's the ideal situation for any type of landscape. You can pick it up at all your local nurseries, and it is a perfect product for going natural in around your home. Scotty?
Sounds good, Dave. You keep sitting there. Your backside might be smoking like the rest of that pile.
Yeah, it's getting there, bud.
Good to see you, Dave.
That'll make it feel a little bit like the next phase. Some of us are sad about letting go of the holidays, right? They're over. It's time to take the Christmas tree down, but there is a good place for you to toss those trees. Dave, our garden guy, is live in Glendale this morning with what you need to know. You're so helpful, Dave.
Well, thank you very much, Sweet Pea. You can take, we're grinding some trees up right now. City of Glendale brought these trees on out here. And folks, it's one of the best things you can do for the environment. Take your tree down, get it ground up. I'm with Simon from the City of Glendale Solid Waste. Simon, you guys are collecting these trees. Where are you collecting them at?
We got 5 locations, Dave. If you go to our website, GlendoAZ.com. They say it on the website to collect trees.
Okay, so you can take a look at this big old machine. This is a big old chipping machine. Fantastic operation out here. And it ships all these trees up into a usable type of product called compost. But it goes through a little bit of a process when you're actually doing it. And of course, I'm with Daniel with TierraScape. And Daniel, you've got some stuff that you want to talk about as to what you don't want to bring in with your trees, don't you?
Yes, it's a great recommendation not to bring contaminants like metal, plastic. That will degrade the material and the quality of the compost.
So the other thing that Simon actually mentioned earlier was the fact that somebody actually brought in a, non-living Christmas tree, one of those fake type trees, and he thought we'll go ahead and grind that up too. So folks, it is living trees only, no stands. You can see they're taking this type of organic material, and you see the process here. They grind it up right over there, and then Arnold, go over to the grindage. You can see them right over there, and they'll grind them up with different types of consistencies. Now, what do you do with this? You're going to actually develop it into a mulch.